those horns. So obviously you see why they're called rhino viper. Pretty impressive, really beautiful, and absolutely dangerous. I know you haven't seen this video for a while. Check it out. Oh, so we got right here our two rhino vipers. I only see one. Now rhino vipers are pretty awesome. Whoa, look at that. That's the girl. Whoa. But the part about them that's a little bit spooky, they have really long fangs. And not as long as a gaboon viper, but man, they're closely relative to them. They actually breed, sometimes they actually get bred together in captivity, which is kind of crazy. They call them jack vipers or crazy. Anyway, they're insane. Check this out. Look at the horns on this guy. Now she's obviously going in the shed. I got to be careful of the cameraman. We don't want them fed off. So they're very venomous. They come from Africa, Central West Africa. Here, go back in there. And we'll go back in there. And here is a boy too. Oh, come on. He's a little prettier. And the weird part about these guys, they like it cold. They actually like cold temperatures. Ooh, cooler than most reptiles. That being said, we're probably going to maybe have to add a little bit more heat for the rest of the winter. It's getting cold. How about cold where you guys are at? Look at that. Look at those horns. So obviously you see why they're called rhino vipers. They have two horns, really sharp little horns, and they're just so beautiful, the color. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to show you a couple gaboon vipers now so you can compare the two. So you know what, we'll just leave this one out and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. So here we go. Come on, little guy. Pull him backwards. That's a nice smooth floor. So right here, oh, now that's a male rhino. This is a male gaboon viper. They're really fast, huge fangs, tons of venom. But look at that. They do have a lot of similarities. They got that triangle body, beautiful color, really awesome pattern. But look at the color on this one. This one's a lighter colored one. The female has more color. But you see the ends? These are blocked out with like a loop on them. And these are like reverse diamonds in gray with really cool colors. Both are extremely fast at striking. But the gaboon, as you can see with that massive head, has huge teeth, huge fangs. Actually, the longest fangs, those fangs are literally like a hypodermic needle. I wish I had one out right now. You can actually thread a piece of like thread all the way through the whole tooth, because that's what they use to inject their venom. The venom sac is right up here. The gland is right up here on both of these snakes, so you can imagine how much more venom this has than this rhino. Now, both of them come from Africa. They come from similar areas. They come from rainforest overlapping areas, and they're absolutely awesome. Now look at this one. So this one's really got some color. So this is a female gaboon viper. And look at the color on that. Man, can you imagine the fangs on that? Anyway, beautiful snakes. I wanted to share them with you. Thought they were really incredible. They have those long fangs for another reason too, by the way. They live on the ground a lot, but you know what the funny part is? You wouldn't think this little short body would do much in the air, but they do. And they eat ground birds and birds out of trees. Pretty impressive, really beautiful, and absolutely dangerous. And I don't know, you have a favorite? I kind of like this one for color. I kind of like this one for the heavy duty crazy body, but I like the light colors of this one. You can see, look at the way they crawl. They can crawl in a perfectly straight line. Anyway, amazing animals, and thought I'd share some cool stuff with you. Take care, you guys. Keep living your dream, whatever it is. I like snakes. I don't know what's wrong. Could be worse. I could race motorcycles.